Hi everyone, I'm Amanda at the Yankton Community Library and I am here with our very first summer story time. They will be posted every Tuesday and Thursday through June and July, and you can find them right here on Facebook or you can find them at the Yankton Community Library YouTube channel. So today I have a book and then we're going to do a little song, and since our summer theme is Imagine Your Story, I'm going to read a book that's a pretty classic story. This is called Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and this version is retold and illustrated by James Marshall. Once there was a little girl named Goldilocks. "What a sweet child," said someone new in town. "That's what you think," said a neighbor. One morning, Goldilocks' mother sent her to buy muffins in the next village. "You must promise not to take the shortcut through the forest," she said. "I've heard that bears live in there." "I promise," said Goldilocks. But to tell the truth, Goldilocks was one of those naughty little girls who did exactly as they pleased. Look at all the signs telling her, "Don't go in there. Not a good idea. Turn back." But she went in anyways. Meanwhile, in a clearing deeper inside the forest, in a charming house all their own, a family of brown bears were sitting down to breakfast. "Tooey!" cried big old Papa Bear. "This porridge is scalding." "I've burned my tongue. I'm dying!" cried Baby Bear. "Now really," said Mama Bear, who was of medium size, "that's quite enough." "I know," said Papa Bear. "Why don't we go for a spin while the porridge is cooling?" "Excellent," said Mama Bear. So they got on their rusty old bicycle and off they went. A few minutes later, Goldilocks arrived at the bear's house. She walked right in without even bothering to knock. On the dining room table were 3 inviting bowls of porridge. "I don't mind if I do," said Goldilocks, helping herself to the biggest bowl. There's the biggest bowl here. But the porridge in the biggest bowl was much too hot. "Tooey!" cried Goldilocks as she spat it out. Next she tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl, but that porridge was much too cold. Then Goldilocks tasted the porridge in the little bowl, and it was just right. Neither too hot nor too cold. In fact, she liked it so much that she gobbled it all up. You made quite a mess there, didn't she? Feeling full and satisfied, Goldilocks thought it would be great fun to have a look around. Right away she noticed a lot of coarse brown fur everywhere. "They must have kitties," she said. In the parlor there were 3 chairs. "I don't mind if I do," she said, climbing into the biggest one. But the biggest chair was much too hard, and she just couldn't get comfortable. There she is. She's trying. Look how big that chair is compared to her. Next she sat in the medium-sized chair, but that chair was much too soft, and she thought she might never get out of it. Then Goldilocks sat in the little chair, and that was just right, neither too hard nor too soft. In fact, she liked it so much that she rocked and rocked until, can you tell what happened? Look at the picture. She rocked until the chair fell completely to pieces. Now all that rocking left Goldilocks quite tuckered out. "I could take a little snooze," she said. So she went to look for a comfy place to nap. Upstairs were 3 beds. "I don't mind if I do," said Goldilocks, and she got into the biggest one. But the head of the biggest bed was much too high. Next she tried the medium-sized bed, but the head of that bed was much too low. Then Goldilocks tried the little bed, and it was just right. Soon she was all nice and cozy and sound asleep. She did not hear the bears come home. There she is in Baby Bear's room. This room is looking kind of messy, isn't it? The 3 bears were mighty hungry, but when they went in for breakfast, they could scarcely believe their eyes. "Somebody has been in my porridge," said Papa Bear. "Somebody has been in my porridge," said Mama Bear. "Somebody has been in my porridge," said Baby Bear, "and eaten it all up." In the parlor, the three bears were in for another little surprise. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Papa Bear. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Mama Bear. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," said Baby Bear, "and broken it to smithereens." The three bears went upstairs on tiptoe, not knowing what they would discover. At first, everything seemed fine, but then Papa Bear lay down on his brass bed. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," he cried, and he was not amused. "Egads!" cried Mama Bear, "somebody has been lying in my bed." "Look!" cried Baby Bear, "somebody has been lying in my bed, and she's still there." Look, there they are. They're all looking down at her, and she opens her eyes. "Now see here," roared Papa Bear. Goldilocks woke up with a start, and her eyes nearly popped out of her head. But before the bears could demand a proper explanation, Goldilocks was out of bed, out of the window, and on her way home. "Who was that little girl?" asked Baby Bear. "I have no idea," said Mama Bear, "but I hope we never see her again." And they never did. She goes, "She looks pretty frightened. I don't think she'll ever go back." Okay. That book had a lot of opposites in it. Too hot or too cold, too soft or too hard. We're going to say a rhyme together that also has opposites, and it's one that you might remember from story time. We usually sang it as Two Little Black Birds, but we're going to sing it today as Two Little Black Bears. So we're going to change the words just a little bit, but I think you guys will recognize it. So for this, you need two black bears, and I have my two bears right here. So if you can put up your two bears, we'll sing the song together. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Two little black bears sitting on a hill, one named Jack and one named Jill. Run away, Jack, run away, Jill. Come back, Jack, come back, Jill. Two little black bears digging in the snow, one name high and one name low. Run away high, run away low. Come back high, come back low. Okay, are you ready? This one is my favorite verse. Two little black bears chewing on a stick, one name slow, one name quick. Run away slow, run away quick. Come back slow, come back quick. Good job. I hope you enjoyed our story time today. Join me again on Thursday for another story time, and we will see you soon. Bye.